just to leave. Clock struck 5, the chains fell down. Now the weekend's here, I'm painting the town. Boss was yelling, deadlines tight, emails piling up all night. But now the stress is in the past. Got my freedom back at last. Finally free on a Friday night. Gonna chill till the morning light. No more deadlines in sight. Mellow groove feels just right. Throw the briefcase in the trunk. Turn the key and let this funk. City lights are shining bright, dancing through the neon night. No more suits or ties or grief, just sweet moments of relief. Feel the rhythm, let it flow. Let the easy vibes just grow. Grab a drink and kick your feet. Find a groove that's oh so sweet. With my friends I'm feeling alive. Friday nights we come alive.
Time to breathe, counting down the hours just to leave. Clock struck 5, the chains fell down. Now the weekend's here, I'm painting the town. Boss was yelling, deadlines tight, emails piling up all night. But now the stress is in the past. Got my freedom back at last. In the trunk, turn the key and let this funk. City lights are shining bright, dancing through the neon night. No more suicide ties or grief, just sweet moments of relief. Feel the rhythm, let it flow. Let the easy vibes just roll. Grab a drink and kick your feet. Find the groove that's oh so sweet. With my friends I'm feeling alive. Friday nights we come alive.
got some mic. There we go. There we go. What's going on, man? What's going on? Oh, man, I ain't even turned my light on. Hold on, y'all. I just realized I'm still in the dark. There we go. Get a little light going on in here. There we go. Get a little light going on in here. What's happening, peeps? What's going on, man? We are jumping on to the live stream tonight. What is going on now? I need a haircut looking at this screen. But it's all good, though. What's going on, man? I hope y'all having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday night or afternoon or morning, depending on where you're at. Shout out, man. Let me know where y'all watching from, man. But we're gonna dive right into it. We got a couple topics that we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about the brand new expansion from Native Instruments. They have a bundle deal. We're gonna talk about it real quick, and then we're gonna talk about Arturia's Pigments 6. The new update there. And then we're going to talk about the main topic tonight is what's going on with hip hop, man. There's a change that's going on, and I want to see if everybody knows what this change is. So we're going to dive right into it. We're not wasting no time. Make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you share this. Make sure you go check out the Patreon. I just released a brand new, I don't want to call it a course, but it's little something that I put together, man. A lot of us that we do this particular thing that we do don't have big channels, so we have to find out how to make money in the midst of that. And so I put a little something together over there on the Patreon. If you're on the Patreon, you get a chance to see it with the Patreon. If not, there is a $25 gift there over there on the Patreon. Link is in the description. Just click the link tree. And we're going to dive right into this, man. The very first thing we are looking at today, Native Instruments dropped this old school disco sound. I think it's Italo and disco. Italo is more on the Play series. No, I'm sorry, I got it backwards. There's the Discato. I hope I'm saying this. Discotico. I don't know. I hope I'm saying that right. Those are the keys. That is the Play series. And let's just kind of see what they got going on here. Old school. Oh, yeah. Man, that's that breakdance music right there, baby. If you're from the 80s or the 90s, no, forget that 90s, the 80s, you know what this sound like. This is the sound. This is the break sound right here. What's the dance movie back then? I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, Electric Boogaloo. That's what I'm trying to think of. The Electric Boogaloo. I think that's the name of that movie. I hope that's the name of the movie. If not, I just jacked it up. But you hear the sound. Also, they have the drum version of that, which basically the same sounds. Well, this is the drum version that's in there, but it's the same sounds we just listened to. And they even have this one on Leap, which is the Italo Disco. And I'm glad that they're starting to add to Leap. Man, I love Leap. I love using Leap. It is definitely dope in the Contact 8 plugin. So that is the bundle. This is old school. I'm sure there's plenty of videos out there that has dropped those sounds, but you kind of get the idea on those particular sounds. So yeah. Dope sounds, man. Definitely dope sounds if you like old school, if you're looking for something old school. I have been getting a lot of briefs on old school music recently. So I don't know, man. I might have to kind of dive into that futuristic old school. It's funny because it's old school, but it sounds futuristic. It's just a vibe, man. But yeah, that is it. Link is in the description, man. If you want to, just go to the link tree. It is an affiliate link over there, and you can go and purchase there. Right now, they have the sale for 35% off of the disco bundle. So normally it'd be $117. Right now it's $79 for a limited time. So you can definitely go and grab that bundle over there. And that is it on Native Instruments. We're going to move on. How are y'all doing? I hope everybody's in here. How many people we got? Right now, we got like 4 people. Man, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit me a comment, man. I want to know where everybody at. What are y'all doing? Are y'all having a good day today? We're gonna get into the actual main topic here real soon. I want to go over the other things that I have here just to make sure I'm pinpointing them. Arturia dropped a nuke on us, man. I didn't even know it was coming. Pigment 6 dropped, and oh my goodness, what a sound. And the crazy thing about it is, if you had Pigment 5, this is a free update for you. You don't have to pay anything for it, but they do have some new expansions with Pigment that are really, really dope. And I won't even go over them today. But they are really dope, and I don't have any affiliate with Arturia at all. Just dope product for sure. So we're gonna take a look at that. This is that new baby, man. I love this new layout they have here for the wave files. This is crazy, bro. The new additions to it are just really cool. We're gonna look at that real quick. We're going to go down here just a little bit. So they have a new engine. So they got 3 different engine slots and 6 methods of sound generation. So this is definitely something, if you're into sound design, you're going to have a blast with this right here. Once you start dibbling in sound design, you start creating these different sounds that a lot of people are not using, because most people are going to go to a preset and they're going to just use that preset. And when they use that preset, they're just going to go with whatever the sound is. But, man, the true ones are going to get that preset, and they're going to dive a little deeper with it, because there are so many different sounds that you can create with it. You don't have to just use the presets. And I'm not against presets, but I am with making sure to turn those knobs, man, see what other sounds you can get out of it. There is a lot of different ways you can create sound in here, and I think it'll be beautiful. I think it's beautiful. The way they have it set up is very, very simple. They have new filters that they've added here. Scope your sound with 13 filter types and 51 filter modes. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot. That is a lot. There's new modulation in here. There's new effects. I love this. I've played around with this just a little bit, and I absolutely love how they got this vocoder in here. The vocoder they added in this sound design here is insane. You definitely got to try it if you have Pigment 6. And they did some changes. They've updated the sequencer just a little bit. They didn't do a lot to it, but they did update a couple different things. Maybe on another video, we're going to get into it and really just kind of dive into it and see what the actual sounds are. But on this particular video, I want to do something different. This is going to be a different lane for us normally. But I'm going to go ahead and come in here, and I want to play this. This is the sound. These are all sounds that are coming from Arturia, from Pigment 6. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. If it's going to play here. Let's see what we're looking at. Oh, I got to add it to my sound slot here. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to add this really quick. Let's add. Oh, it's already on there. It should be on there already. Let me just refresh the page then. Let's try it again. There we go. That's crazy. All of that is from Pigment 6. Man, pretty dope plugin. You definitely have to check this out, man, for sure. I don't have any affiliate links for it, but it's definitely something you have to check out right now. Again, if you have Pigment 5, it is free, but to buy fresh is $99 right now. And it will go back to $199. So I think they have an offer up until, I want to say February, like mid-February, somewhere in that time frame. So definitely want to check that out before that. So yeah, there it is. So let's go to the main topic of tonight. I want to have a conversation with you guys, with you people. Usually I have like 90% guys on here, so I feel good by saying guys. So I've been noticing this shape, this change in hip hop, bro. And I'm noticing with the change of hip hop, it's kind of dying off in a sense, but there's a new thing that's coming right behind it as it's dying. And if you believe that hip hop is dying off, put a comment saying it's dying. But if you believe that it's still going, put a comment saying that it's still going. I want to know what you guys think about it as I talk about it. But I'm noticing that hip hop has really kind of veered in another direction, and I think is dropping, but I believe it's going to come back up, because with all things that we have heard hip hop wise, hip hop came from a place of substance. There was always some kind of substance with hip hop when it was generated. There was always a cry of what we're going through and things, our expression of what we were going through in those particular moments. Hip hop veered away from that. It veered away from that. And then to me, it got to a point where there wasn't even a skill set requirement anymore. It was all about who can get paid to do whatever. DJ Said Key, what's happening, my guy? Welcome to the live stream, man. We talking about hip hop, man, the way it's going, bro. I need to know from you, man. I'm trying to find, man. I believe that hip hop has taken a turn to a whole nother direction. Now, what I believe that is that because of the talent that was there, whether if you didn't like it or it was minimal, I think that it was more about the dances. It was more about the catchy, things about it over the skill set and the things that we talked about in hip hop. I come from an era of hip hop where it was a way to express the things that you were going through, aka not AKA, but the NWAs of the world, the Public Enemies of the world, the Eminems and not Eminem's, but Eminem himself, and there was a bunch of groups, the Cool Modis and who I can name plenty of them that shared the cries of things that was going on, and then it veered. Like even with NWA, I believe even with NWA, they had something that was going on that they wanted to express, whether if they were living it or not, because I'm sure there's always talk of if people were living certain things or not. But whether if they was living it or not, there was this thing that we had going on that we was expressing ourselves through that music. Somewhere along the line, it stopped. Where it wasn't about that anymore. It was about the dances. Now, I will say this. I've said this before, and I will continue to say this because I remember when it changed. I remember when it veered. And this is not to say we had rappers that didn't suck back then, but back then you couldn't really make it in the industry if you did. Like you couldn't last in the hip hop industry if you wasn't good at what you were doing, or if you wasn't unique to yourself. You didn't see two Snoop Dogs, or you didn't see two LLs. You didn't see Public Enemy, and then another group that sounded like Public Enemy that was coming out because it was against the rules. It was against the rules, and it always has something that we can always listen to something different. East Coast had its sound, West Coast had its sound, South had its sound. Even in the South, there was Houston Screwed, there was New Orleans Bounce, there was whatever No Limit was, there was Miami Bass, there was the Atlanta scene, like the underground, the dungeon, Andre 3000, them like Outkast and the dungeon crew. I think it was, I can't remember what the name was, but anyway, it was the dungeon, whatever. There was Goody Mob, there was Andre and them, there was all these different artists, and even in Atlanta, the sound was still different per artist. Like you didn't have a bunch of artists in the same, like Cash Money and No Limit was in the same area, but they didn't sound the same. And even Cash Money didn't sound like the sound of New Orleans, right? So New Orleans had the New Orleans Bounce, which was Big Frida and all of those people that was doing it. Do the dizzy rap, the dizzy rap, they had all these different songs, right? So you had that, but then you had Cash Money with the Juveniles, and then you had the Manny Fresh sound. Then you had Beats by the Pound with No Limit. Then you had even here in the northern Louisiana, there was a sound here that has really kind of made its way back. That Louisiana sound has kind of stuck itself back in the ring, so to say. And that's kind of I'm ahead of myself, but it's kind of doing that. That I'm a swerve on it, gonna whoa, whatever that is. I don't really know the song, but I've heard it. Man, that's an old Louisiana sound, bro. That's a Louisiana sound that has been around forever. That sound like Webby or Boosie or any of them down there that could have pulled that song off years ago. It's the same sound. It's no different. The hook is a little bit more catchier. Because a lot of artists now lean on the hook, right? Back then, everybody was about the wordplay in their song. Like they had a hook, and the hook, you wanted the hook to be catchy, but it was so much being said in between, you had to really pay attention to see what they were talking about. I remember in Miami, even there you had Luke, you had Two Live Crew. They even had I remember the dude named Half Pint. I remember Trick Daddy. I remember Trina. All these artists sounded different. Like there was so many different sounds. You could really just listen to that music all day and you would hear all these different sounds. And then you go up to the East Coast. And of course you had the Redman, Method Mans, the Nas, the Jay-Z's, all of that. Then you had the Midwest. You got Nelly. And then what's the other guy name? Nelly and Chingy. And then you had Nelly group, the dudes. I can't remember their name. These old school dudes, man. But again, you had all these different sounds. Nelly came with this like country hip hop deal it was catchy and it was just a new lingo. Then you had the Virginia. Then you got like Timbaland, Genuine, Aaliyah, even like Pharrell and Neptunes came from that area. And then, of course, you had the West Coast with Dre and all them dudes. And then there was, even remember a dude named Bangladesh. Like, he had like the 6'7" joint with Lil Wayne. But it was so many different sounds back then that you never got tired of hearing music. But then, along the line, I remember when Soulja Boy first came out. Like this whole generation of music, this period of music, the trap era, started with Soulja Boy. Like, it started with him. I remember when he was doing the songs on FL Studio, and he had the he had the crack version or the demo version. I remember him telling the story, him making that first beat he did, Superman and whatever the name of the song was, but I remember he said he did that on a demo version of FL Studio. And I remember saying, wow, that was crazy. And I thought the song, it was different. Like there was no lyrical thing with this, so it was completely different. DJ Seki said, I do, bro. I do. Like, we talked about it earlier. We talked about it in the beginning of the video, beginning of the live stream, I'm sorry. But yes, I do, bro. Absolutely. I hadn't had a chance to really just play around with it, but I went through it just to hear the sounds in there. Yes, very much so. But yeah, man, Soulja Boy wasn't really just like a lyrical dude. And I didn't think the song was gonna really hit, even though it was catchy, and I knew they was gonna do it in the clubs. But here come this era of that I didn't think was ever gonna go anywhere. And it wasn't that it was bad, it just, you just heard it so much. It was like everybody started to sound the same. To get us to the point we're in now. Now, shout out to my guy Rocky Morningside. Me and him talk about this every studio session. We always get caught up in this conversation of hip hop and where it is and where it's going. 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, me and him having a conversation. I said, man, hip hop has got to die off to come back. And I believe that it had to kind of dip. It had to kind of die, because as long as it was popping and everybody was liking what was going on, everybody was going to continue doing it in order to get their music popping or make their money or whatever the case may be. But what it did was it kept everybody in this one little box. Everything, sent them 808s and hi-hats and kicks, all sounded the same. And I remember they were trying to play on even Timberland and saying he was old school. But the thing is about the human nature it's attached to unique things. And so the thing is, instead of trying to make that sound all over again, you have to be unique. The reason why all of us talk about old school hip hop is because everybody was different. So if I wanted to hear a certain kind of music, I can go and listen at it over here, and I still had other music to listen at, and I didn't have to get captivated by this one sound. But now, what I'm starting to see now is that you're starting to see more of the unique artists starting to kind of rise again, right? And in the midst of that, you have the older OG artists that are making their way back into the scene, right? So what is that really saying? And I'm going to show some numbers here just to make the point. But what is that really saying? That you can have artists that hadn't did albums in 10, 15, 20 years that can come back and still do this. That can still do it at a high level. And it's going to be crazy, because we're going to see this influx of old artists coming back. They're going to be coming back. And when they come back, they're going to really take over the scene, really. They're going to really take this scene over. Here go my mouse tripping again. Key said, I think good lyrics are hard to find. Good lyrics are hard to find. They are very hard to find because no one, like, to write lyrics, you have to be, that's a skill set. Like, it's not just rhyming words. Like, what'll happen if you just rhyming words, the song will just kind of fade off. even if people like the beat, even if people put the payola behind it and make sure it hit the top of the charts or whatever, what we see is that there's a lot of artists that can make words rhyme, but they don't really take off. Their social media is bigger than their album sales. Their social media is bigger than their stream numbers. Like the social media is the thing, and social media make it look like they're really doing something when they're really not. With some of the artists that I have met behind the scenes and the engineers and producers that I've met over the years, I know how this thing go. And I also know that it ain't because these artists are just good. It's not because artists are good. You got some that are out there. Yo, I heard a song by Kodak Black, I think his name is. I think that's the dude's name. Kodak did a song. Is that the guy I'm trying to think of? I think that is Kodak. Kodak did a song before we knew him as Kodak. So cold. Dude can write. He can write. He had he was like positive then, and he was rapping about positive things then. And then like you see him later on, you start seeing that other side come out. And so when the other side come out, it's almost like he got to dumb himself down lyric wise to make this other point. And when you do that, it's like you kind of taken away from the artistry of the music. I think the audience is the ones that really lose in this situation because they don't get a chance to hear people really put care and thought into a song. That's just my thoughts. Because I know even then, it wasn't that we was getting just all this positive music and, oh man, we feel just so uplifted. But it was more, you can tell people really put hard work into making sure that they gave us something different. That's where it all came in at. That's where it all came in at. They wanted to hear something different. Did you listen to my Harry Mack track? Harry Mack. I went to your. Is that the first one that's on there? Because I listened at the first. I want to say the first 2 or 3 I listened at that night when you told me about it. I don't remember the names. My brain is bad when it comes to names. Like, so I probably listened to it and just don't remember it by his name. Said Key. But yeah, man. So I want to know what y'all think about it. So what I'm gonna do now, I wanted to show some information here. So we're gonna turn our heads over here. Now, this is LL Cool J and Eminem. This joint.
Do you remember first time you heard the legend in leather? The career ended with the roadkill and stopped to his fender. I'm on another bender, drunk off the power that make a coward.
Now, this song came out a few months ago, 4 months ago. This song is at 20 million views 4 months ago. And you know what this started doing? This started bringing him back to performing again, right? LL Cool J is like 50, 60 years old. Like he's up there, bro. He's not a young dude. Eminem, same thing. He's not young, bro. Freestyle, Top of the Dome. Oh, I'm gonna have to go check that out, bro. I thought you were talking about something you did. Maybe I'm just confused. I thought you were talking about your song. Because I went and listened at yours, that last live stream. But yeah, LL Cool J and Eminem is old. They're old, bro. And they're putting out music 4 months ago, 20 million views. Now, that's 4 months ago, 20 million views. I'm going to show you this. Here's a popular one, Tyler the Creator, right? Now, he's got 18 million views off that guy. And this is the one that he did off of Kendrick Lamar's song, right? But let's just look at his songs. This song right here, 52 million views. This song came out, 3-4 months ago, something like that, whatever that number is. So these numbers, he's supposed to be getting these numbers, right? And so when you look at him versus like LL Cool J, right? They should. This is a young. They say this is a young man's game in hip hop. But I believe if you can come back and do 20 million views on YouTube, I think you're doing pretty doggone good as somebody that has been out for all those years and came back. Good to know. Let's see. Good to know new artists because it's hard to find new talent. I know because everybody boxed themselves into this box. They're in this box. Tyler, the Creator, to me, this dude is dope. He's dope. And he's artistic. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's artistic, and I think people like artistic. You got people like Sexy Red, right? Sexy Red is going to get views because of the shock value. That's what you're going to see with her is the shock value, and you're going to pay attention for that reason. But Tyler, the Creator, is an artist, and he is very strategic about his music. You can tell when he put his music out, he's very particular about what he's doing. He put thought into what he's doing as a hip hop producer, a hip hop artist. He put thought into it. He's telling a story. He's lyrically inclined. He doesn't sound like nobody else. You can't think of anybody else that Tyler just sounds. You can't look at him and say, oh, he's mimicking this person. You can't do that because he's just separate like that. And so because of that, his music pays off. Look at Earthquake. Earthquake got 161 million views, bro. 161 million views. And it sound like an old Isley Brothers song. And I remember him singing this at the Kendrick pop-up thing, and the crowd went crazy when he played this song. So that tells me people are fiending for a different kind of music. They fiending for it. And so he is just one of many that is like that. So let's go to, of course, you got Eminem, right? Eminem videos are his music is getting played crazy. 7 months ago, 210 million views from 7 months ago. 210. That's more than Tyler Creator that came out. That's more than his that came out. Earthquake 5 years old. Eminem has a song 7 months ago that got 210 million views, bro. Eminem old. Eminem is older, bro. Look at this. 6 months ago, 42 million views. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy how this music is still doing this. Look at this. Look at this. Fuel. It's just a lyric video. Almost 6 million views from 2 months ago. But he is lyrical. Now, 6 months ago, the original, 20 million views. He's original. He's Eminem. Look at this, John. Eminem Without Me got 2.1 billion views, bro. Now, that's an old song, but I guarantee you some of these views came back from when he did his last video. So if I go here and I go and look at this, look at this. 7 months ago, somebody was just watching this 7 months ago. Now, this is the first time I pulled it up. I hadn't even pulled this up. This is just off the top of the head. 7 months ago, somebody pulled this up. 2 people. Feels Empty Without Me. And I know they came back because of his new video that he put out, which is that first one that's up here at the top, which is this one. So this one was almost a replica of that video. So I know when people saw this one, they wanted to go back and see what it sounded like what he sounded like beforehand. So that's the point. The point is, man, as producers, artists, because usually people that usually follow me here are usually producers. And I have a couple artists that follow me too. But the point that I'm making here tonight is that being original is the best thing to do versus trying to get a hit out of some that everybody's already doing. Let's see. Also check Frank Tedesco, but he is musician there. Talented. Yes, let's go look him up. Let's go look it up. So this is a dude I never heard of. I never heard this guy before. Never heard of this guy before. Let's see what his popular music is. Popular video is this one. 2 years ago.
Skip now.
Look at that. He's playing the piano.
You know what? Can you play some like Beethoven?
Hang on a second.
That's pretty cool. But think about it, man. Look at that, bro. They are looking, man. People are looking for something different, bro. Think about Bruno Mars, man. Bruno Mars does nothing but old school music, bro. That's all he do. Everything he does sound like the 90s. And he is clearing house. He performs. He's did the Super Bowl. He's done all kind of things. He's won Grammy. Think about who was that one hip hop award? Mike. Dang, what's his name? I'm gonna pull his name up. I'm gonna think of it. Who's that? Killer Mike. That's who it is. Killer Mike 2024 best rap album, bro. Best rap album. Killer Mike was back in my day. And now he's got best rap album. Out of all of the artists that's out, out of all the younger artists that's out, Killer Mike won best album, best rap album. It's just what it is, man. Like it always wins. Oh, he listen. Oh, he's like. Oh, so he's kind of like that. What the other guy is? Stole or rapper or something like that. He played. Now that guy plays music just off the cuff and makes up songs as he go. But think about that, man. Killer Mike hip hop award, hip hop album of the year, and this man has came back and took that. Who else? Busta Rhymes. See, I think he put out something here recently. Let's see here. What he did. I know he did something not too long ago. I know I heard somebody say he did some. Look at this. 3 days ago. 1 month ago. Here it is. 1 month ago. 2.6 million views. Still. Now, Busta Rhymes has been doing music the whole time, but he's still from the old school. Look at this. He got 2.26 million subscribers, and this video got 2.6 million views. So there's just a need that people need, which is something new. And so I'm starting to see a bunch of artists, or a bunch of older artists coming back, doing music and popping. Look at Will Smith. Will Smith, 11 hours ago, 162,000 views from 11 hours ago, bro. Dude, the teaser got 223,000 views from 4 days ago. Just the teaser. Even the stuff he's doing with Joyner Lucas. Will Smith is old school, still doing music, still doing numbers in music, bro. People are desperate for somebody to do something different. They just desperate for it, to do something different with the music. And it's up to us as producers and us as artists, creatives, to continue to give new music, bro. It's just up to us to do it. Busta is always having fun. I'm going to show y'all my favorite Busta moment. This is my favorite Busta moment right here. This is my favorite one. This one right here. This is my favorite Busta moment.
Let's go!
Listen to that crowd. That's one of my favorite Busta Rhymes moments. But just think about this, right? If Busta Rhymes did that right now, people would still go crazy over that verse. Just the verse. Just the verse alone, people would still go crazy over that. Even with Eminem, right? Eminem went away, came back. Now he did his normal, like he did his old school. He was trying to do like the more of a polished sound, and he was doing more, trying to get it together, right? Then later on, he realized that Willie wasn't doing anything for him, and so he went back to what he normally do, and people loved it. Saying whatever it is he want to say. Whatever he wanted to say, he said it. And people loved it. They couldn't believe he was saying it, but he was saying it. But it was the artistry of it all, to being able to stand on his own and create his own and do his own, is what it was. That's what people liked. They couldn't believe he was saying these things on this new album. They couldn't believe he was saying it. And so it's just always dope to hear people doing something different, pushing that bar. So you just got to do it, man. You got to do it. Got to have fun doing what we do. I remember even like battle rap. Battle rap is even changing, because now it's like you got the older heads like Mook. If you listen at battle rap, you got somebody like Mook and Loaded Lux, and some of the older dudes are still winning, because you just can't deny the picture that they paint about their opponent is just undeniable. You can't get past it. Okay, said Key. You can't get past it. They paint a picture and you cannot get past the picture. And so you are drawn into the picture that they're painting about this opponent that they have. So it's really hard to fight against that when you just have to have the skill set. If you don't have the skill set, then you can't win against that. If I can paint a picture about you, whether if it's true or not, no one cares. No one cares if it's true or not. If it does find out to be true, it just makes it that much worse. But if you paint a picture about someone, nobody cares if it's true or not. They just go with it. They just go with it, man. So that's the point, man. I wanted to talk about that today because it's just been on my heart to talk about, man. It's been on my heart to talk about that because I'm just starting to notice like older artists are coming back and they're starting to put out music and people are loving it. I'm even seeing the dances with the old Tupac song. I'm seeing dances with Earth, Wind, and Fire, like old Earth, Wind, and Fire songs that is popping, man. They're doing dances off this music today. And it's just crazy to hear because these are songs that's been out forever. And you know what I really would love for artists and producers to do, because I really believe in working with like an artist, like working with someone individually. I believe in that. I believe in that a lot because I believe it works better when you have an artist and a producer with they're kind of working on the same mind and they're putting music out. To me, the music is just better. This camera done locked on to me. To me, it's better that way because you get a chance to really see what they can come up with together versus me just sending out beats to an artist. I don't know if they're going to like them. I don't know if they're going to adapt to it. I don't know if they're going to connect with it like it would be when I work with artists directly. So it's always that you can almost tell when people work in it directly because they have like a connection with the song. So it's always just crazy to see when you get people that really come up with some stuff. I remember listening I can't remember who it was. They was talking and they were saying that they wanted to come back and they wanted to make music without caring what was popular and what the labels wanted and stuff like that. And I think that's just the best way to do it because then you let the people decide what they want to hear and what's dope and what's not versus somebody paying the right people to do it. And so, I don't know, man. I push everybody or challenge everybody to really get out and really just see what you can create. Forget what's popular. Forget what everybody like. Forget all the dances that people can create. Just see what you can create and see how far that goes. And see where we go from there, man. See where we go from there. So, yeah, man. Y'all liking this camera, bro? This is a new camera. This is a new camera. I'm going to be doing a video on this one here real soon. I got another one up here. This is a new camera, too. It's all connected on me. And it don't need to be, but there it is. It's all, yeah, we're going to go back to this one. But, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I really hope y'all like this style. Now, what we're going to be doing these videos, these live streams like this, but I'm also going to be doing some we got to create music, bro. I am back to creating music on a regular basis, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. And there's so much talk about dolls and machines and all that good stuff, man. But at the end of the day, just make music, bro. Nobody cares about that stuff, really. Just make your music and just keep focusing on it. So, yeah, man. So that is all I have, man. What do y'all have anything y'all want to say? I'm gonna give y'all a couple seconds, man. See if y'all want to talk about anything. I love these kind of conversations. I wish I had my thing set up where people can jump on. We can really talk on it, but I don't have it all set up right now. But I am going to get that set up to where we can have a conversation if y'all want to jump on, and we can have the conversation. Also, again, man, go check out the Patreon. We got so much stuff on there. I'm doing my actual work on that now, like the stuff that I'm doing for artists or whatever. So if you wanted to see that process, is over there at Patreon. Also, I just released the, I don't like to say course, man, but I'm going to just say little course of, you know, if you have a smaller channel, you're trying to get into YouTube, but as you're doing it, as you're getting into the content creation, still got to make money, man. So I put something together over there. If you're on the Patreon, you will see it with the Patreon. But if you're not a part of the Patreon, it's going to be $25. I think I have it set for. It's not much, but I think it's valuable. It's things that I have done to make it as my channel is growing. And it's crazy thing, I've been doing this for about 11 years, but I haven't been consistent. There was a time frame where I went without doing it. So when I did come back, I wanted to be serious about it. And so I failed a lot, and I know how to maneuver through that. And that's the part that I'm sharing with you guys, is how to maneuver through when you're in the beginning stages of your channel, and really just go from there, man, and really build different things. I got an event this weekend. I'm doing some stuff over there. Again, just getting paid, bro. Just doing what I do. YouTube don't really pay a lot right now, but you know, we're gonna keep moving it on. So yeah, man, I hope that y'all enjoyed that, bro. I hope so, man. We're gonna be doing some more. I hope y'all leave comments at least so I can know, you know, all these things that y'all like to do or like to hear or whatever. Do you want me to go back to just making beats? I could do that. I'm just trying to get an idea of what y'all want to do as fans. I don't like to say fans. As my people, as the people that I love to meet and see. What do you guys want to do on this channel? We'll do it either way, and we'll go from there. So cool, man. This was a late one. I'm not gonna be doing this so late no more. I'm gonna be getting on a little earlier so we can get it done, man. So I will see you guys on the next time, man. We'll be back here again next week. I'm gonna be looking at streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so be on the lookout for that. But definitely leave a comment, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace out.